Oh man. Oh. Welcome back everyone, we are here again today, and today I just thought I would take the time to make a video on what stock combo Beyblades are the best buys for you. And just like, obviously not everyone's going to be able to keep on constantly buying Beyblades, and they are going to be limited to sometimes buying like one or maybe two Beyblades like every how often. So just currently I wanted to take the time to take a few Beyblades which I thought were pretty good in their stock combos, and yeah, just show them to you. So here we are. I have 4 of them here today. I have Master Diablos, Rage Longinus, Brave Valkyrie, and Super Hyperion. So as you can see, 3 of these are actually attack type Beyblades right here. It's the only reason that I think attack type Beyblades are generally better in their stock combos is because they only have one job to do, attack, and if they do a good job in that, then they're just good as a stock combo. But yeah, either way, I just have all 4 of these, and I'm just going to kind of go over why they are good as a stock combo Beyblade, and maybe I'm also just going to just tell you guys what Beyblades are good if you're just aiming for specific parts. But these are just the Beyblades that I'm going to be going over mainly for this video. So before we get started, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and let's get on to our first Beyblade. So first up, we have Super Hyperion right here. Just to quickly go over it, here are all of the disassembled parts of Super Hyperion. Well, technically I could take off the chip core as well, but we'll just skip over that. So Hyperion has the Super Ring, which is made for big smash attacks using the 2 huge blades that it has. Maybe uppercut if you have like a short driver such as something like Jolt Dash. The chip Hyperion, one of the heavier chips in the game, probably because of the chip core. It loses to Lucifer in weight, so not really something worth mentioning too much. Next is the 2A chassis, one of the heavier chassis in the game, and just a very chunky chassis in general, and just lines up together with the Super Ring well to create like a barrage attack and like just smash attack blades. And finally we have the Exceed driver, in my opinion probably the best part of this entire Beyblade, and why Hyperion just like outshines a lot of Beyblades as a stock combo. Exceed really allows it to move quickly around the stadium, and allows it to really just have speed that not many other Beyblades have, and is really able to use that to its advantage to knock out opponents. But yeah, that's generally like the reasons why you would want to buy Super Hyperion. I'm just going to go over and maybe get some few competitive combos to show how Super Hyperion does. Alright, so first up, we're going to take Lord Longinus with Zero Cross and Extend Plus, and see how this goes. Sorry, it dropped off the launcher. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. And here is Hyperion. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. Okay, as you can see, Exceed can be pretty hard to control. It just knocked itself out right there. But as you can see, it had incredible speed. So if it's able to hit its opponent, it can actually do pretty devastating amounts of damage. Okay, so in this case, I guess Lespin Lord is a pretty bad matchup for Hyperion, but even then, as you can see, it did give some pretty decent hits. I think Lord is just one of the things that it probably shouldn't have gone up against, but yeah, that was its performance against Lord. And maybe next up, I am going to be taking Air Knight with Destroy Dash. So here we go. Oh, where did my launch? Oh, there's my launcher. For some reason, I couldn't see my launcher. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. And here you go. Shoot. As you can see, just huge hits given by Hyperion right there. Could have knocked out Air Knight, but it failed to do so. And here we are at the end. Most likely Air Knight is going to win, even though it does suffer from devastating hits. Air Knight just has too much stamina, and the winner is going to be Air Knight. But you saw a lot of those hits, like it actually managed to click Air Knight 2 times, which is very hard to do, saying that it has destroyed dash. So as you can see, Hyperion does give extremely good attacks, and it did not even click from any of those impacts. So yeah, Hyperion just in general is a very quick moving attack type, and it's able to do really well in its stock combo against other stock combos. And not only that, having the Exceed Driver, which is basically an equivalent of Extreme Dash, like in terms of speed and power, is a welcome addition to your deck. And yeah, that is all for Super Hyperion, and let's move on to another Beyblade. Alright, so next up is going to be Brave Valkyrie right here. To put it here, let's just once again take out all of the parts. We have the Valkyrie chip. Don't care about that, it sucks. Brave ring, pretty nice. It has like a pretty thin profile. It has rubber around it for spin equalization, and it can get pretty good grip on the opponent. So if it's moving at a fast speed, it can get some pretty nice attacks in. The 2A chassis, mainly meant to synergize with the Brave layer with the attacking wings, so pretty nice to go together. And finally, the Evolution Dash Driver, the better version of Evolution. When it's fully awakened, it does extremely well, just because it is able to make the Beyblade move very quickly, just like Exceed. Although it is a bit harder to control, but since it moves even faster, as long as you have good weight behind it and you do get a solid enough hit, you're basically going to, no matter what, KO the opponent out of the stadium. That is all for Brave Valkyrie, and let's get into some battles. Alright, first up is Lord Longinus, 3, 2, 1, go shoot! And here is Brave Valkyrie now, 3, 2, 1, go shoot! And I'm seeing a pattern right here. It looks like Brave Valkyrie also ringed itself out, just like Super Hyperion did. I'm not sure why. Shoot! And here is Brave Valkyrie, 3, 2, 1, go shoot! As you can see, Brave Valkyrie was moving pretty fast and was able to get some good hits in, but yeah, it's not able to do much against Lord. In the end, like to battle something like Lord, you're gonna need like a better layer, such as something like Judgment right here. So can't really blame these stock combos for not being able to beat it. But as you can see, the tip right here and the layer were able to get pretty decent hits. It's just like really in the end like a matter of the overall combo if you want to battle top tier combos. But in the end, Valkyrie did pretty good. So let's just do one last one. Once again, we're going to take Air Knight right here, and here is Valkyrie, go shoot! Okay, and we even have a burst. So as you can see, the rubber on Brave Valkyrie is extremely effective, and it was able to burst Air Knight of all things. And you know how round Air Knight is. Like look at this thing. So as you can see, it is able to do pretty well against even opponents with very little recoil. Like basically, Valkyrie can't burst it itself, but by smashing an opponent into the wall with its high speed, it is able to actually burst the opponent. It's actually the same principle as my Mirage Falconer with the Evolution Dash combo. So yeah, that is it for Brave Valkyrie, and let's go on to our third Beyblade. Alright, so next up is going to be Master Diabolus. I just put it in less spin because I like putting it in less spin more. But yeah, Master, in my opinion, is very good in terms as a stock combo and for competitive use as well. Let's just take out the parts. So first up, we get the Master Base, which is reversible. It can go right and left. It's also very round, as you can see, so it's able to take a lot of hits without taking too much damage unless it's facing something like Zway, Rage, or Judgment. We have the Diablos chip. Well, actually, here's the metal part that goes with the master layer. Here is the Diablos chip, which is a left and right spin chip. It is not as good as the original Diablos or the Spriggan chip in terms of teeth, because it does not have aligned teeth. It has 3 on one side and 2 on one side for 5 weaker clicks. So personally, I don't like the Diablos chip too much, but if you were to pair like the Master base with like Paradox or around, it doesn't really matter. But finally, we have the Generate driver. It's a really heavy disc and driver connection part. So as you can see, basically when you spin fast, the tab will pull out and you will move faster on the stadium, and when you lose stamina, the tip will come out and you'll be in stamina mode. So let's just put this together, and yeah, Master Diablos. Not only that, but this will also come with an LR string launcher. So if you're looking for another launcher, or if your launcher is breaking, this is a good option in order to get not only a good Beyblade, but also getting yourself a good launcher. So yeah, we have Master Diablos here, and let's just get some Beyblades for to battle against. Alright, so Master is going to be in left spin. Here is Lord Longinus, go, and here is Diablos. And yeah, so this is kind of the general idea of what Master does. It just kind of circles around the stadium and doesn't really do too much. If it manages to hit an opponent head on, it does move very quickly, so it can actually deal some pretty serious damage. But in this case, obviously, not much is going to be happening until they like hit in the center. And yeah, it actually does have pretty decent stamina. As you can see, it was able to outlast Lord, although I did launch Lord first. But yeah, as you can see, it's basically going to be able to stall on the ridge and be able to outlast its opponent. So let's just go do an opposite spin battle. So this time we have Diablos and Air Knight. So I personally like the left spin more compared to right spin. So it goes. As you can see, it's kind of pushing Air Knight around with its speed and just making it scrape. But in the end, Air Knight does have a lot of really good life after death, so Diablos won't be able to match up to. But as you can see, it does have great speed. I did take a long time launching Air Knight, but even then, Diablos, oh sorry, I kind of hit the camera when I tried to go for it. When I tried to pick them up, so there we go. As you can see, Diablos did really well in left spin mode. In right spin mode, it's basically the same thing except it's in right spin. So don't really need to go over that. But yeah, that's it for Master Diablos, and let's get on to the final one. And the final Beyblade, surprise, surprise, is Rage Longinus. So who figured that Rage Longinus was going to be one of the 4 that I would recommend? It's just crazy. Like, it has extreme weight, it has just a really good driver, it just has a lot of good things in general. Personally, the only thing that I do not like about Longinus is the Longinus chip. Even though the design looks really nice, it just has like the bad lock, just like Valkyrie, so it's not very viable in competitive play. But when paired with a double chassis and a dash driver, that lack of lock doesn't really matter. But here we go over the parts. We already went over the chips. So here is the Rage Ring. It is pretty heavy thanks to the metal dragon head, so it gives it a lot of good attack potential. We have the 3A chassis, which lines up with the dragon heads in order to create a huge uppercutting blade. As you can see here, it reaches down all the way from the bottom of the chassis all the way to the dragon head. And finally, we have the competitive driver Destroy Dash. I was using it on Air Knight in the previous battles. As you can see, it has a free rotating dish, which will allow it to have really good LAD, and it has a small enough attacking performance tip area that it has actually decent enough stamina. So let's just take all of these parts and once again put them together. So basically, the main attribute of Rage Longinus is that it doesn't move too fast since it's so heavy, but it has such huge weight that basically anything that hits it is either going to get knocked back, or anything that comes in at high speeds against it is just not going to be able to move Rage Longinus too much. So we have Rage Longinus right here, and let's just get some Beyblades for it to battle. Alright, so back for yet another round is Lord Longinus. So we have a Longinus combo going against Rage Longinus. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so it looks like Longinus is taking its sweet old time, and it made one hit. but it's not really doing much more. Let's just see how this goes. Oh man, as you can see, it has so much weight behind its attacks that it literally killed Longinus's stamina right here. Let's just try it one more time, see if we can get any better hits. Go. And here is Rage. And here we go. Oh man, oh, ow! Okay, as you can see, those were pretty big hits. And if you didn't manage to see it, Lord Longinus did burst. Not sure if that was a pocket burst or not, but in the end, it did burst. So Rage Longinus just got huge attacks in. So that was just one. Maybe I will take Archer Hercules from the underrated combos that I had yesterday. So let's see how this goes. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! And here is Rage. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! So this is Opsa Spin. So let's see how this goes. So Archer Hercules does have Keep Dash, so it is harder to knock back. But as you can see, Longinus didn't really care and managed to like push it back a bit and make it kind of tilt over and circle around it. But here we are at the end, and we'll also get to see Longinus's life after death. As you can see, Longinus was able to outlast Hercules just because of the fact that Destroy Dash and its little free spinning dish right here allowed it to hit the ground with a bit less friction, allowing it to survive till the very end. So yeah, that was it for Rage Longinus. And yeah, just quickly now going over some specific parts that you might want to go over. So if you want to go for something like Extend Plus, buy something like Union Achilles. Let's see, another part that someone would want could possibly be the Judgment Layer, since it does wear down over time. You can get it from Judgment Joker, the original stock combo. You can also get it from the Attack Longinus Random Booster for Judgment Pegasus, and you can also get it from the Random Layer set, which the prize bait would be Knockout Odin. So yeah, just those three will allow you to get that. Maybe like the Diablos chip, another thing you might want to get. You can just get it from Venom Diablos. You can get it from the special Venom Diablos as well, and you can also get it from Union Diablos. And I really can't think of any other part that anyone would really want. So actually, yeah, one last thing. Just if you're going for Mobius, the only place that you can get it currently is from Variant Lucifer. So yeah, this is just one part that I really recommend for someone to get. But yeah, in the end, that is not what the video was for. The video was for these 4 Beyblades right here. Personally, I think that these are the most worth it Beyblades when it comes to like the price that you buy it at, and if you're not able to afford too many Beyblades. But yeah, let me just quickly go over the order on which I think these are the best. So number 1, I think, is Rage Longinus. It just like does way too well as a stock combo. Number 2, I think, would be Master Diablo, since it is very versatile and has an LR launcher that comes with it. And 3rd, I think, is going to be Brave Valkyrie. It does not do quite as well as Super Hyperion in a regular stock combo, I think, but it does have more competition relevant parts, so that's why I put it at number 3. And we have Super Hyperion, where its only great part really is Exceed, but altogether it just does really well due to the fact that Exceed helps these huge blades get some really good hits. So yeah, that is all I have for today. I hope that this video will help any of you guys that are not able to afford too many Beyblades and help you make a smart decision when you're going to be buying these like $10 to $20 toys. But yeah, I just hope that this video has been helpful to you all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.